everybody, it's Lexie. So, my 2 years has come and gone, and I was babysitting my adorable niece and nephew, and they kind of took up some of my time on that day. I believe we made a lava lamp that day, and it was awesome. So, I didn't really get a chance to make a blog journal about what I was thinking. For those of you who saw it, I did make a post on Facebook about it. But I decided that I wanted to try something a little different, and my next video is kind of going to be the same. I want to kind of try doing a little bit more personal. Usually when I make these videos, I come up with whatever I'm going to say on the spot, and that's kind of how I roll. But I decided to kind of try something different this time. So I want to read to you guys what I wrote on the day of my 2 years, and so coming clean, I don't have it memorized. But it's definitely something that comes from my heart, and so I really want to take a chance to share that with you guys. So, without further ado, here is what I wrote on the day of my 2 years. Alright, we'll get all situated now. Okay. There are very few constants in my life, and with that being said, I've learned to accept change. Whether it be accepting that the toilet paper will always run out just when I need it, or more difficultly, accepting that with every hello comes a goodbye. I've learned so many lessons throughout my life. Some I'm thankful for, and some I still haven't quite figured out yet. I must admit, I'm still waiting for that magical moment when knowing the color of a train leaving from the station at 65 miles an hour to come in handy. The past 2 years have without question been the toughest years of my life. But more importantly, the most I've grown since that one and only growth spurt back in 5th grade. Not only has it been 2 years clean from cutting, it has also been 2 years since I started to accept who I am. Growing up, I always felt out of place and thought I'd never find where I fit in and felt significant. I can now say, well, on most days, confidently, I have found my place. The second that I stopped fighting who I am was the second I found that place. I know now that my story has a bigger purpose, and more importantly, so do I. I love sharing my story, and the bigger the crowd, the better. Not because now more people know about my life, but because there's more of a possibility they've heard about theirs. But because, while it may be about my life, my story belongs to many. The topics of depression, mental illness, and self-injury, and suicide are all silent but violent. As a society, we stifle our voice, and every time I share my story, I take away that silence power. Being on the Buried Lives TV show and in their book gave me a once-in-a-lifetime chance to add my voice to the many who are fighting for those who haven't yet found their voice. Truett Love, on her arms, in my opinion, is the leader in this fight. And this, along with many reasons, is why I feverishly do all I can to support them. You've been along with me on this journey for so long, and words cannot say how much it means to me. My recovery journey has been made possible by your messages and encouragement. Ask those closest to me on the days I don't think I can keep going. Knowing how much you are all behind me and how much of an impact my story has made single-handedly drives me. I don't want to let any of you down, and I feel so blessed to have each and every one of you on this journey with me. With that said, I could really use your help. And even though it's past my 2 years, I still really would like to raise money for my CrowdRise project, celebrating my 2 years of cutting. You can find it at crowdrise.com/2yearsfortwala, all one word. Trust me, I understand pretty much what's going on in your head right now. You suck us in with all your cool words and stuff like that, and now you want our money. Twala saved my life, no question about it, and I know they've impacted a lot of yours as well. And by donating to them, you're giving an opportunity to do something to give back. But it's not just about the money. You can support them in the simplest of ways, like telling your friends about them, or by making those around you feel safe to be honest and open. Words cannot describe how much each and every one of you means to me, and there's no way I could have made it to this point without your love and support. I have to admit, it's kind of hard to read this kind of stuff and to reflect back on those days, and I know I started a couple times and I lost my place, but that's just who I am. That's me. I'm not perfect, and I don't have all the answers, but I really hope that either in my story or in what Tuala supports and stands for, that you can find your voice and you can find your place, and know that whether you've been able to celebrate 2 years like I have, or whether it's been 2 days, it doesn't matter. I'm so proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself too. Together we can stamp out silence, and we can make a difference, and I hope that you'll join me in my fight. Until next time, thanks guys.